What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kid Vision. We are back on another New Music Friday. I am so sorry I was gone all last week. I could not react to Vultures when it dropped, and that might have been for the best, to be honest. I had a bunch of stuff spoiled for me on my timelines, and I had a bunch of stuff leaked, and there was just no escaping it. I listened to it like shortly after it came out. It dropped at a really weird time on Spotify. It was like the next day on Saturday. And yeah, I did not have a great first impression of it, but I have been listening to it more and more throughout the week. And so now I am here with like my collected thoughts. I am just going to review the album. This is not going to be a reaction, which is kind of new for the channel. I always do reactions, but I'm going to just talk about the album, what I thought of it. And yeah, first of all, I think this is Kanye's worst album. I think it's easily his worst album. I don't know if this seemed finished to a lot of people. I did not think it sounded finished at all. And it might be due to the fact that there's going to be 2 more volumes. There's going to be 2 more albums called Vultures, apparently. So I guess we're looking forward to that. But first of all, Stars, first track, pretty beautiful, but easily like his worst intro. One of his worst intros, I should say. I can't even think of like a whole lot off the top because he might have some intros that aren't actual. Yeah, College Dropout, the very first track isn't an actual like song, so I guess I don't know how you want to clarify that, but I think this is one of his worst intros just because it's so short and like there's not a whole lot to grasp onto. It doesn't really set the mood for the album because it's drastically different than what most of the album is. But then we go to Keys to My Life. So forgettable. I don't even know what this song sounds like. I forgot all about this song, and I've been listening to the album like most of the week. So, and before we get into like any more tracks, I just wanted to say like I do not agree with anything Kanye is doing like personally. If you're familiar with the channel, you know I'm really good at kind of separating the artist and the art. So don't even talk trash about Kanye in my comments. I know what he's done. I know what he stands for. I know a little too much about Kanye, to be honest. But yeah, I've been a big Kanye fan for pretty much my whole life. So, that was another big reason why this was really disappointing for me, because I mean, if anybody's listened to Kanye since the original trilogy, like we're just not going to get anything even close to that ever again. And it just really sucks because we all know he has it in him. I still think Kanye is one of the best producers in hip hop in history. Jesus is King, I was not a big fan of, but even a bunch of songs on there grew on me. I really can't see this album growing on me a whole lot. I also wanted to say, before we keep going through the tracks, I think Dolla kind of carried on this. Like the whole album. I think Dolla carried Kanye. And yeah, you can make the argument like Kanye produced most of it. Anything Kanye did vocally on this album, it was not interesting to me at all. There was like 3 songs that I think he had good verses in, and I'll get into that. But Paid, perfect example of Dolla carrying Kanye. I don't know what he was doing with his vocal inflections. He sounded like that one dude who went viral on TikTok. He was like, I'm a Cardi B, I'm a cardigan, or whatever that song is. You guys know that? I don't know. That might be really weird if you don't get that reference. But for those of you that know, you know. The beat in Paid gets pretty fire. I kind of like it. So there is a redeeming quality to that song. Much better than Keys to My Life. It took me a while to remember what that song was. That's the Northwest one. And the second half of the song is incredible. Once again, Dolla carrying. Very, like, emotional song. You can tell this song means a lot to them because, like, the first half is kind of like Kanye with his daughter, like, showcasing his daughter. And then in the music video, Dolla has the second half, and he has his daughter with him. So that was pretty cool. One of the only songs with, like, a general concept. Back to Me, where do I even start? The beat is so good. It starts off so good. Ty Dolla Sign's hook, pretty good. Not the greatest thing in the world. I've heard people saying this and seen people tweeting this all week long. The beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. And yes, I can say it because I have heard this song more than I would like to this week. But that is just so over the top and like such a Kanye thing to do. And I honestly think it grows on you. At first, I was like, what the hell is this shit? And then it grew on me. And because it's a joke, it's supposed to be funny, I think. At least that's how I take it. And it kind of makes it better in that sense. Also, we have to mention Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs had the best feature on the whole album on this song. So yes, I'm you know what? I'll do it. I think this song grew on me the most on the whole album. I think this is a really good song. One of the best on the album. So, but yeah, HOODRAT, worst song. Still stand by it. The beat is so annoying. HOODRAT, HOODRAT, HOODRAT. The singing is horrible. Kanye, I don't know what he was doing, bro. That melody does not work when he does it. No way. You look like a piece of, and then you think he's going to say shit or something. He says hallelujah. But the song's called HOODRAT, and it's like so opposite. And it's like, what are you trying to say? Like, I don't know what it's even trying to convey. Look, it has the fewest amount of plays as any of the songs. So, like, clearly people agree with me on that one. Do It was pretty cool to see YG collabing with Kanye. That's something I never thought I would see. Yeah, Kanye kind of just, I can't even remember. He has very little memorable verses on this whole album. The beat is one of the best on the whole album on this song, and it definitely suits YG. Paperwork. Oh my god, that's the one with the obnoxious. Yeah, I hated that. It's not even mixed. It's not mixed well at all. It's like someone just like slapped it on the top of all the stems that they already had on the song. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, not a fan of Paperwork. Burn, on the other hand, completely different than all the other tracks. It's so out of place, but I'm happy to say it sounds very nice and sweet. Like, it just makes you warm inside. Burning like a candlelight, your love is dangerous. Like, that's pretty good. I think that might be Ty Dolla Sign's best hook on the album. And then this is probably Kanye's best verse as well. You know what? I have to like this. I thought I had it liked already, but it wasn't. But yeah, I think that's Kanye's best verse on the whole album. This sounds like College Dropout Kanye. It really does. It's the closest we're going to get. It is really damn short. You know, that's one of the things I don't like about it, but whatever. Fuck some. How are you going to have Playboi Carti and Travis Scott on the same song? And it's like so forgettable. Like, Travis's verse comes and goes like that, and Carti just like, I can't even remember what Carti does on this either. And then Ty Dolla Sign's hook is just, I wanna fuck some right now. I wanna fuck some right now. And like, I really don't think the production blows me away either. Like, you're gonna put Travis Scott and Playboi Carti on the same song and not produce it as like a banger. I really don't think it is a banger. That's arguable, by the way. I'm probably in the minority when I say that. I don't like this song. Vultures has grown on me immensely. It does kind of make sense that it was a single. I do see that now. But some of the lines are just, this is what I wanted to touch on, bro. The lines that Kanye says from time to time just completely ruin a song. Like, there'll be moments, I think it was on Do It, where he goes, I just bought my bitch a bitch. And it's like not even in key. Like, that last note he sings isn't in key. And it's like, it was so good up until then. And then he He just has so many lines that is like, what are you saying, bro? It makes me like embarrassed to listen to the song around other people. That's what I think about it. Like most of Kanye's features on this album. But yeah, Vultures, Ty Dolla $ign has some wild lines as well that I'm not very fond of. But, you know, the beat and the mood that, what's his name? Something J, right? I forgot. Bump J. Bump J is pretty good. I really like his part on that. Honestly, he's probably the highlight. And then we've got Carnival. And Carnival is my favorite song on the album. And it's probably a lot of other people's favorite songs as well. It has double the streams as any other song on the album. Rich the Kid killed it. I've always been a fan of Rich the Kid. He's very like, he doesn't experiment much, but he's good at what he's known for. And I liked him on this song a lot. The beat is crazy. The people chanting, it's like a perfect stadium song. And then Playboi Carti is amazing on it, but his vocals are mixed very low. And I feel like it might be fixed, because I've heard a lot of people say that as well. I really want Kanye to re-upload this as like a fixed version with Playboi Carti's verse louder. But then I wanted to say Kanye has like one of his best verses on the whole album on this song as well. Why does it have its own cover? Like, there's so many things about this album that confuse the hell out of me. Like, it's just chaos. The rollout was so bad. The rollout was probably Kanye's worst rollout. Like, Vultures being a single followed by Talking is like, what is this album going to be? And also the delays, and I guess it didn't drop on time because he couldn't get the Weeknd sample cleared. And he still hasn't, because I don't think there's a Weeknd song. So, I mean, and then he straight up stole Iron Man from Black Sabbath on Carnival as well, which he also did on Hell of a Life. And I've seen so many reactions being like, oh my God, you have to be so baller to sample your own song. How do people not know the song Iron Man? Ozzy Osbourne, like that is such a famous song, bro, and such a famous guitar riff, and people are like, oh my God, he sampled his own song, Hell of a Life. But anyway, that was a side rant. Beg Forgiveness. Why is it 6 minutes? It sounds very nice and moody, and like, it sounds like he's going to get introspective, but it really didn't have an impact on me. Like, I'd take absolutely nothing away from this song. It's not very clear. Like, it's just generic. Like, the lyrics are generic. I don't know who the vocalist is on the intro. Drop a comment. I don't know who it is, but, like, he did a really good job, but Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign don't talk about anything specific, and I can't remember a whole lot about that song either. Problematic is my second favorite song on the album. It's emotional, bro, and he's actually talking about shit. Like, it might not be that meaningful. Well, actually it is. Like, he does have some good lines in Problematic, and it really makes you feel like it's old Kanye again. And that was like a glimmer of hope for me. When the warm brass instrument comes in, like, that is emotional. But then once again, another example, he comes in with the line, I'm not racist, it's a preference, and my wife is looking like a reference. That is like the worst line I've heard. One of the worst lines on the album. One of the worst lines I've heard from Kanye in general. Like, it's such a good song, so dramatic, so emotional, so introspective, and then he just does that, and it like cancels all of it out almost. And I feel that way with a lot of songs on the album. So that's probably the best example I can give of something like that. And then we got King to close it out, where he just straight up, plays into Yeah, you can call me anti-Semitic. You can call me racist. You can, but I'm still the king. Like it's like the most just cliche Kanye thing to do. And I do like when Ty Dolla $ign comes in, like after Kanye goes, "Huh," like his "huh" flow, and then Ty Dolla $ign comes in and he's like, "huh," like that melody that he does. But yeah, I think that was like easily one of Kanye's worst outros as well. Like there's just no order to the track list. I feel like he honestly shuffled the track list and just threw them on there. That is the review of my least favorite Kanye album of all time. And it hurts me to say that. But, I wasn't really surprised either, sadly. I would probably give this album. I did want to touch on this as well, like reflecting back on my YouTube channel and like the albums I've reacted to. I did enjoy this one like a step up from like the average album I cover on the channel because it is Kanye and he's like my favorite artist of all time. But for Kanye's standards, this was trash. So I will give the album a 5 out of 10. Because if we were taking this at face value and comparing it to the other albums I've rated on the channel, it would be like a 6 out of 10. But because it's Kanye and he's better than this, it brings it down to a completely mid rating. 5 out of 10. So yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite and least favorite songs were. I'm really interested to see like the public opinion because I've been really busy this week. I haven't looked at too many people's like reviews of it. I've just seen like reactions, like initial reactions. Yeah, thank you guys so much if you listen through that whole thing. I don't really do reviews on the channel. I do reactions. But this way I don't have to worry about it getting blocked. I know a lot of reaction videos of this album have gotten blocked. So it's nice that I won't have to worry about that. But yeah, let me know what you guys' favorite and least favorite songs are. And let me know what you want me to react to next. We are going to react to the new Quadeca album. And then I did want to react to the Nothing Nowhere album as well. And if you're a Kanye fan, you probably don't know who either of those people are. So never mind. But if you care and you want to subscribe, I will be covering those. But yeah, have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you next weekend for some new Music Friday. All right, peace.